What is up, everybody? My name is Harrison and welcome back to another casted game. We're on the 1 versus 1 quick search ranked ladder and we found ourselves Kerimb playing as Ottomans. What a surprise. Kerimb is spawning into the northwest of the map, Fertile Crescent in the colour blue, playing as the Ottomans. And his opponent today is bring back 190 HP sepoys. And he's playing the British, spawning into the southeast of the map in the colour red. Now, I don't actually know who this player is, but I believe he's to be ranked around the 1800 elo, 1850, actually having a slightly higher elo than Kerimb currently right now. But from previous videos, we know that elo is really not a metric we go by when we watch Kerimb's performance. We can expect anything and everything. And excited for these games. Kerimb playing one of the strongest civs at the moment, the Ottomans, and is very experienced with the simple, straightforward, memey builds, and actually so memey, he's the British players pause the game straight away on the Explorer snare, which I'm sure there's an actual reason. Maybe try to do some pause micro to get out of it, but no, Kerimb's having none of that. Keeps that snare down. But what I'm saying is, Kerimb, very experienced playing the Ottomans and going for the same build, and I think he's going for the classic Kerimb build again, which is the mosque, the trading post, the capitalism, do not send 3 villagers, do not shop for a house or build a house, and actually Mr. Bring Back HP Sepoys managing to unbreak the snare and getting it away from the Ottoman Explorer, and you can tell this person has some decent micros to be able to do that. That is not an easy achievement. And does require some precise timing of when you counter snare your opponent. But I don't think Kerimb minds too much. He's going to chase him down. And it looks like bring back these eyes. That's interesting. For a second, I thought maybe the rich player was going to sacrifice his explorer to Mother Nature so he can buy it back on the cheap and deny Kerimb the XP. But I actually had one treasure guardian already killed on the way out, and the villager came to pick it up. So nice little play. The thing is, do you put villagers into the town centre to kill on Explorer? And I think you do. I think you try your best because, yeah, he's only got a couple HP and he's now trapped behind the town centre. But our British player is going to let Kerimb get out of there. So action pack starts to kick us off this game. Kerimb now aging straight up to the next stage, going with the Philosopher's Prince. That should provide him crates of 500 food. And yeah, let's have a look at his deck now. We've got a moment in time just to catch up with all the shenanigans. And he has a deck called No TP, but we know he's already got a trading post. But look at this deck. No 5 vill, no 3 vill. So I can't imagine him wanting to stay in the second age for too long. Looks like he'll go straight to the next age. The combination of frontier defenses and advanced frontier defenses is really interesting. 3 fortified outposts, very strong. Has the ranged cavalry bonus versus villager card, I believe. Yep, there is plus 100%. That's so strong. And has double mosque cards. This card's so good at the moment. Mosque construction is currently banned in tournament play. Just way too much return on that card with all the techs, and they have actually added an extra church tech with the Spahis, which is just makes those card combinations together broken. But look at the 4th age. 6 Spahi, infinite 4 Spahi. The 9 Cav Archer, 12 Abus is really good. Bombards are amazing. 2 factories. Yeah, I don't think Ottoman has got any other plan here apart from just going to the 4th age. So we'll have to see how our British player will react, will adapt. His deck distributed some card 1. Has a market. I think he's just got himself his gang saw now. Not over chopping wood. I do see some dots moving forward. Villager moving forward of Manor House, maybe looking to go for a forward stable. Usually forward racks, outpost, sending forwards is kind of how you want to go about this, but I kind of feel in the stable play versus Ottomans might be a little bit better. I think if you try moving with Musk's TC Fire will get you, the Minutemen will get you, the classic Kerimb Spy out. He's actually seen the Explorer as well, so that's going to get picked off straight away, and I really like this Spy. It's very easy for Ottomans to get. They have the infrastructure ready to go, so there's no reason to not. And yeah, one-shot kill, off he goes, and it's extra XP. Pretty nice. And the Players just pausing the game after his explorer's gone down. Maybe he's just like starting to try and tilt Kerimb, and although you never really want tilting toxic players in the ladder, sometimes it is kind of funny to watch, and also I see how our British player here tries to adapt to the situation and get into this game. Outpost, forward racks, pike being trained steel traps. Those pikemen are usually used to siege a trading post and not actually go into the base. They're too vulnerable, they don't do enough damage to villagers, and you could try and pick off a house, but it might not be worth it, and kind of easy for a Minutemen defense. If Kerimb wants to do that, it doesn't have to. So sending 700 gold into 700 wood. Had the 500 food on the age up to get this fast fortress build going down. So he's aging up slow, but he's going to get up so fast. He's currently aging up with the marksman, that's the Aegis gunners, because he has actually seen the barracks here from his opponent. So there is some, actual good reactive play here from Kerimb. 4 delis are just insane, I would still say, but the aging up with 4 Aegis guns should give useful utility with those units. Our British player, he's really expanding all across the map with villagers, and although this map is kind of segregated and kind of awkward, it is relatively easy to wall up the sides, and that is what our British player is doing, securing the villagers on the eastern side, securing the hunts, the berries, and yeah, get some manor houses down. I mean, these vills won't have to walk too far. Crates being sent, gathered up with 5 vills, really speedy and efficient. Get that wood into your stockpile. The faster you get that wood into your stockpile, the faster you can use it behind. And we're up to 100 mana population. Plenty more coming in. Another pause in. Kerimb now unpausing the game. Kerimb's not having none of this at this moment. He's like, right, we're playing the game. If you want to pause, you can just resign. If you need to go feed the cat, resign. If you need to go answer the door or answer your phone, just resign and get out. Because Kerimb, he's taking no prisoners. He wants to play this game. And the Bashi Bozuks, the Ottoman Minutemen, do come out and push back the pikemen across the map. Aegis guys do march across, but they just try to catch up with those pikes as well. Nothing's really happening for him. The train post is secure, and Kerimb's just kind of chilling. He doesn't need to do too much extra work. Triple town centre being built in base, which I don't mind the second town centre in base, but the third town centre really actually want to start securing some sort of extra resources on the map, because hunt over here, it's a long way for the vills to walk, but it's not actually too much resources in base, and you don't really have 30 villagers yet to jump into 3 town centres for full defense. Interesting to see how Kerimb might play this. He's getting his villager techs, which is very nice now with the triple TC. Really feel that benefit with fast production, and yes, going for the outposts here just to secure his defensive position and secure this 3 TC Vill boom. Another pause. Oh, the pause is going to be endless. We're at 5 out of 15. And the thing is, you can only pause 15 times in a ranked game, which is, to be fair, quite a lot. But Kerimb's is not letting any of this happen. And he's just going to... Oh, the salt is real. And you can just imagine how this puts Kerimb on edge. How tilted. Like, how does... Seapoys here have to be so tilted. He keeps pausing the game and then goes, it's okay, I carry on. I never needed to pause. The mental games are just absolutely flying between these 2 players in the moment. And our British player is on the way up to the next stage. 700 wood, 5 vill, 700 gold. Maybe actually the 5 vill was card number 1 into 700 wood for card 2. But we did the market down steel traps. And second barracks coming down. I wonder if we'll see an artillery foundry coming down as well very early here for a British player. Will be quite useful. But we look at the line of sight. Our friend's got full map, or at least half the map, but basically all of his side is line of sight on both flanks and the middle portion of the map as well, fully line of sighted. So it's pretty hard to get raided at the moment. Obviously, Kerimb's not in the business of raiding. He's got static defense with the 3 TC, the outposts as well. He's just looking to secure his own nearby resources, and just look at the defenses. Outpost, TC, outpost, TC, outpost. You just can't walk under that without any artillery, so a British player will need to go for some sort of artillery, but does he need to, though? He can just kind of, again, boom on the hunts, make the manors, and then get some falconets, maybe some petards, but mass falconet, mass culverin would be very nice. The spy here getting some great value. Look at the scouting here. Sees the musks going top, and actually goes sends the Abrams guns forward to intercept, try and get some pickoffs, and long range, bit of Z move micro. Could get the job done, actually. And yeah, the musks are just getting out of there, and it's all just little intricate details really just getting in to the British player's head here at the moment. That like Kerimb's just one step ahead with the spy, and most civs have access to a spy, or at least all the European civs, and not many players use the spy. It's free scouting. It's a generous amount of scouting as well. So it's something to consider if you're wanting to play. Maybe a little bit scared of your opponent. Just get a spy out there and have a look on the map. Advanced Church comes in. Mosque Construction already in as well. So, and obviously the Mosque Construction makes the villager spawn tech even cheaper as well, and Tokapi very cheap to get to the 70 vill limit. But how those two cards synergize really well is when you have the New Order Infantry for 1250 wood, Top Crew Core for 750, 750 food for 3 great bombards. And you could say that 2 bombards are for free from the shipment, so you're paying 750 food for 3. But the point is, you don't need the shipment, and quite a lot of the price in a shipment is actually the amount of XP you need to send them. But this is just stacks and stacks of military power coming in straight away, card after card or tech after tech, and you can mix it in with a card. You can research the bombards and the capital core of Spahi and send it with, well, more Spahi, I guess, or maybe 12 Abrams guns to work on the musketeers. But there's a lot of flexibility, and with everybody on wood, you have to think that he's trying his best to work on the Guard Nizam Fusiliers, and probably makes some good sense. He will need some houses down as well. Has lost the outpost, but the TCs are still standing. Those getting out to gather resources are not being put into the TC. Notes how Kerimb's got his age up in the very back defensive town centre, and that might be something that a British player can kind of sniff out and think about. But how do you get to the back TC? It's really awkward. You would have to walk right through the channels, and these 2 town centres still have their Bashi Pozzux technology. The 6th and the 7th pause comes out here from Bring Back Seapoys. And Kerimb's having none of it. It's just like, yeah, I still got 15 pauses. You've now gone down to 5. Ajab comes in. Minutemen get called. But Spahi's do come up from the backside. So he's got the wrong spawn point. And is he just diving in here? Looks like he's kind of just wanting to right click. But that's not how he wants to. He should be playing. Should be waiting for reinforcements and at least waiting for the 3 bombard technology from the church. Shipment ready to go. What will it be? He needs to do something fast. Kerimb needs to do something, and that something at the moment is get some houses down and send in a military shipment. Probably would be 12 Abrams gunners, so you can save your food here for the bombards. But Brit player backing off, thinking that he's basically won. No. Kerimb's out on the map with Spahi. Well, Vill's around here. Potential for huge raiding. Another pause comes in, and the unpause. And the thing is, Seapoy's only got 6 pauses remaining, and Kerimb's just having none of this. And look at the wall, walking down straight away. But the Spahi's moving to raids. And the thing is, what this does is, yes, it's bringing back the British army. It's not killing too many vills. It's just distracting and buying time for Ottoman to get through their shipments, what they need to get through. And okay, one Spahi likely to go down, or he's going to get trapped. He's going to get trapped if he stays here. Or he can sneak through the side of the wall. Oh! Problem with making pillarless wars is sometimes if you don't fully go to the end, they can just get out. But maybe. Oh no, he's actually ward up. He's fully ward it, and those Spahis are trapped. Absolutely. Musk's raiding at the backside here. A couple of A's. Baji box still alive. Musk's raiding on the train post. Spahis do go down, unfortunately, for not many losses behind this. Just seen lots of red everywhere on the map. Forward town centre on the side. Falconets just walking past the Sufi Mosque, keeping that flag under occupied or the British control. It's kind of getting out. Another 2 Falcons, 2 Culverins were trained early, as we saw. British players looking for a timing, but the problem is that 4 Falcons and 2 Colv is not enough for 5 Great Bombards. You need maybe 4 Culverins to one-shot Great Bombard. I know you need 3 Culverins to one-shot a heavy cannon, but the Bombard one-shot kill on the Falconet and actually will one-shot kill on the Culverin as well. Here comes the Guard Nizam Fusiliers, and how does Brit deal with this? They don't at the moment. Another Falcon being trained could get another 2. Lots of musketeers here. Cole's moving into full position, and Kerimb just needs to turn and actually engage his head on. I know it sounds weird saying this. Here comes the reinforcements of Spahis from the advanced church with the melee resist now as well, so they get to tank musketeers in melee damage pretty nicely. Cole's moving in, but it's the Spahis. They're trying to isolate the Culverins. They might dive in for that. But at least they're forming distraction. As long as he actually picks off 1 Culverin, those Bombards are just going to town, and the Gardeners and Fusiliers are diving in. The Colvs need to get out there, and the micro positioning on the Bombards is not great. They're too far from the action, but does it matter? Does it matter at the moment? I don't know if it does. The Bombards now firing onto the infantry. Look at it! Skittles, Ali, everybody's flying, and the Legend of Kerimb is just popping off once again. 1 more Culverin in queue here for Brit, but there's still 4 Bombards. And oh my god, look at it! All the artillery's down! And there's still the Abus guns from the age up earlier. That they're getting so much value in there. The Gardeners and Fusiliers, so strong. 315 HP, 30 range attack with multipliers versus heavy infantry from range because of the stance. 60 attack musketeers versus, well, this. It's not even the same. And yes, Coles do come out, but the Bombards just slowly move in. They're the same speed, and if Kerimb actually moved into the snare, this might actually change. But he's gonna pack up again. Oh, the mid-fight pause to annoy Kerimb, and he's just gonna dive back in. Reinforcement, 12 Abus guns coming out. No artillery foundry for the vets upgrade, but Musk's getting dangerously close. The Bombards could unpack and get another huge volley, but the Abus guns now, they can just right-click the Colvs. They are pretty good versus this situation. 1 more Bombards to go through. Big volley, but unfortunately, that's not the kind of value that Kerimb needed at the moment, and the control of units actually there from Brit play at the end. Very, very strong, must be said. 13th pause comes out, and I think we found ourselves the new OP strategy here from Brit, and that is to be annoying and pause the game. There's only 1 more pause, the 15th in the final, and Sepoy has to play the game out now. He's got no more tactical timeouts. I don't think Kerimb would have let that happen. That comes to the 11 Cav Archers. But the thing is, if Kerimb, I know there was a time to push out with his artillery, and it could have worked out, especially if the artillery got dragged into that fight earlier, and huge volleys onto the Falconets and Colvs before tacking onto the Musketeers. Could have basically had an unstoppable momentum to win the game, but these factories could have been working for a long time if you wanted to play a little bit more defensive and slower, but put them onto Great Bombard production, just continuously spawn out heavy cannons. Just 5 reinforcing Falconets here from Sepoy, and the Musks are just charging in. He senses he's kind of survived the initial onslaught, and what does Kerimb do at the moment? Revolt? Look at it, maybe. But he's only got 35 vills, so that's not really enough. He's got so much resources just stocked up. Cav Archers are running around. Maybe he's looking for the Cavalry Archer card, but there's just a lot of stuff going on here. But Kerimb's just not invested in the resources. I think he's mentally done. I think he's checked out here. I don't think he has a response. He's going to lose so many villagers from this second town centre, but that's half the economy gone, pretty much. He was at 35, now down to 25. And most of the villagers on trees on the back line, there's no food income, there's no gold income as well. Second town centre, or should I say the third town centre goes down, and that's it. There's only 1 more outpost for shipment spawn points. Cav Archers have been annoying raiding, but is it going to be enough to get Kerimb back into the game? My heart says yes, but my head says, well, no. No, not even close. And all the villagers on the migration being chased out by the vet musketeers of bring back 190 HP sepoys, and I'm sure at this point here he's just going to be sending stuff like Musk Combat. He's got refrigeration, he's always sent Musketeer attacks, now sending 9 Musks to help reinforce. Maybe advanced arsenal for military jammer speed. There's so much momentum for Brit can do, and yes, he can chase the vills. Or he could just basically tear down what's ever remaining, and what do we see here? We see a spy hiding, and I think Kerimb is going to admit mental defeat, and Kerimb's pausing now. Oh, the return of the pause. I think we're going to see a lot of this action, and I think the game's over. And to be honest, boys and girls, I don't see Kerimb getting back into this, and with spies starting to move out across the entire map, with cav archers being pinned down to the south, musketeers likely to spawn from that outpost. I don't see a way back here for Kerimb, and I'm surprised that Sepoys is taking this long to unpause the game. Maybe he's just taunting Kerimb at this moment in time.
Yes.
We're on the quick search ladder, so Pixie points. The elo is up for grabs. Maybe he's just enjoying watching the vills going down. And yeah, Sepoys having none of this. Actually, it's Kerimb unpausing the game. He's too fast at the buzzer. He's unpausing his own pause. But, boys and girls, I think I'm going to have to leave it here. I don't think I want to sit around too much longer watching an unpause game into Find the Spy game. But what a fun game that was. Brit demolishing the Ottoman FI. Kerimb getting outclassed by Sepoys, and he's on 12 pauses. He's nearly out. 13 pause. Final couple coming in, and then yeah, it's kind of good night. And your musks do actually come out, so that should officially ends the game in terms of units. Nothing left doing here for Kerimb, and it's time to play Hide the Spy, Find the Spy, and I have to say GG, well played to our Sepoys. Guys, if you've enjoyed this game, make sure to hit that like and subscribe. I'm on my way to 1,000 subscribers, and that'd be such a big milestone for me to achieve. And I've got to say big thank you to all your support so far. I really have enjoyed making more focused content and doing more commentary games. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.